If you are a true man, that means you are not being desperate for sex. In fact, that's one of the worst things that you could ever feel. And I get it. You are a man with pulsating testosterone going all through your body, but that doesn't mean that you're just going to do it with anybody. So I'm going to be talking today about the things that you need to find out, and this is just a small list. There still is more, but the most important things to know before you sleep with a woman. Because if you don't learn these things, you can get in big trouble. Starting with number one, you have to find out if this woman is someone who is interested in a relationship or not. Now, of course, there's sometimes context in which you know that it doesn't matter, but there are consequences and drama in your life if you're not sure whether or not she's looking for a relationship. Let's go through all the different scenarios. So scenario number one, you go to a bar or a club and you hook up with a girl and you guys end up sleeping together. Okay, maybe she wants a relationship, but clearly she was looking for a hookup. That's totally fine. But let's go into a different scenario. Let's say you meet a girl on an app and you go on a few dates with her. This person's probably looking for a relationship, especially if you set up the context that it is a relationship. So if you know in your head that I just want to sleep with this girl, I'm actually not interested in pursuing some sort of relationship, and then you end up sleeping with her, and then now you're in this period where you have to just, I don't know, ghost her or tell her you're not interested or just push her aside. First of all, that's just a crappy thing to do. And second of all, now you've created drama and then there's karma involved, and you do this enough times, I know it's gonna come back to you. So try not to pursue just a sexual relationship with a woman who might not be or probably is not looking for that. Instead, it's better to set up a scenario under the context of a hookup and it just being a hookup than taking her on all these dates and then just being done with her. Number two, how intoxicated is she? Or is she under the influence of some sort of drug? If the answer is she is heavily under the influence of something, you do not want to sleep with her. I repeat, you do not want to sleep with her. Obviously, this is unethical, but this could also come to bite you in the butt later. They are going to take her word against yours. So for any reason she wants to tell on you that this was not consensual, you are going to be in big trouble. Consent is an enthusiastic yes without being under the influence. I don't care how into she is. I don't care how much she is clawing at you. You can wait and do this at a time when she is sober and you are sober. Do not be desperate, which again is the theme of this video. Number three, something that a lot of guys don't think about. How close is this person to your friend group? Okay, so obviously people meet in social circle scenarios where friends of friends, people are getting together. That's how people meet their future wives. It's totally normal. However, sometimes we have opportunities to hook up and it be just a completely sexual thing with a girl who is in our social circle. It's not the end of the world to do it. However, you gotta be careful, because if you do it with the wrong person, if maybe, like number one, she was hoping for something more and it doesn't happen, or you just ended up sleeping together, now it's awkward, you have to see them again, rumors start spreading like a virus throughout your entire social circle, this is gonna be a problem. So I'd be really careful for who you're just interested in sleeping with in your social circle. If you're just looking for hookups, do that outside of your social circle. Your social circle, your friends of friends and friends of friends of friends are something to hold very dear and close to you and not mess up. Number four, we just keep on getting more and more important. Her emotional stability. Maybe you've heard the term, don't stick your in crazy. They are right. I've learned from experience. You do not want to sleep with the woman who gives off any signs that she is going to bring drama in your life. So this looks like a woman who is moody. Maybe she has inconsistent behavior, like one second she's happy, the other she's upset or sad. A very negative person, someone who just, again, drowns himself in drama. Someone who is always stressed. Someone who plays victim and is always blaming others for her problems. Just a person you know has a lot of negativity surrounding them. That is not a person that I would ever risk you guys sleeping together, because you just don't know what's gonna happen, how she's going to react when you guys are together, and you just don't want someone who's going to cause problems in your life, all because you just wanted to have a fun time. There are other women out there. Number 5 might be the most important. Before I get to that, if you have any trouble meeting women where you want to get to the point where you do want to have a relationship, or you do just want to have fun and hook up, I want you to check out my course called Hooked. GetHerHooked.com, where I teach you my signature TED method that is for building attraction with a woman. You learn how to spark attraction through the TED method, and you're going to be able to learn how to meet more women, more than you could ever handle, and get them hooked on you. That's the whole point. Check it out, GetHerHooked.com. Link is down below. Now, number 5, STDs. Now, of course, you know this. That's not something that you haven't hopefully learned before, but also the question is how do you go about being safe with this? Obviously, there's condoms, there's protection, things like that, but it's not the worst idea in the world, especially for a man who is now not desperate, to actually have the conversation. Actually ask the person if they've gotten checked. Now, you don't want to be assuming that you guys are going to be hooking up, because that's going to turn her off, but you do it in a moment where you guys are kind of leaning that way. So if you're on the couch and you guys are starting to hook up and you're kissing and all that, it's not the worst idea to ask her, when's the last time that you got checked? And then you should be checked, and then you should have your chart ready on your phone to be able to show her. She might not be ready to show you, but when she finally does, that would be a time for you guys to sleep together. Just understand that everything I've said here today is actually going to make women more attracted to you. When you are not a desperate person and you are not just jumping in to sleep with someone because you really want to do it, they are going to notice that. They are going to notice you're not desperate, and that's going to turn them on even more.